First contact. The low hum of the lunar rover's engine was the only sound breaking the eerie silence of the desolate moon. Captain Sarah Chen peered through the reinforced glass of her helmet, scanning the dusty grey landscape stretching endlessly before her. This routine patrol of the dark side of Earth's moon had started like any other, monotonous and uneventful. But as her eyes caught a glint of something unnatural in the distance, Sarah's pulse quickened. "Hey Doc, you seeing this?" She called out to her science officer, Dr. Amit Patel, gesturing towards a rocky outcropping ahead. Amit leaned forward, squinting through his own visor. Some kind of metallic debris, definitely not one of ours. As they drew closer, the twisted wreckage of an alien craft came into view. Its sleek, silvery hull was unlike any human design. Scorch marks and debris scattered around the crash site told a violent story of its descent. "My God," Sarah breathed. "It's really happening." First contact. With practiced efficiency, the team secured the site and began their investigation. Sarah's military training kept her vigilant for any threats, but a part of her marveled at the momentous nature of their discovery. Humanity had long wondered if they were alone in the universe. Now, on this unassuming day, that question was definitively answered. As Amit took readings and collected samples, Sarah circled the perimeter of the crash. That's when she heard it, a faint, high-pitched sound coming from within the wreckage. She froze, straining to listen. "Captain," Amit's excited voice crackled through her comm. "I'm detecting life signs." Sarah's heart raced as she carefully approached a gap in the ship's hull. Peering inside, she gasped. Huddled in the shadows was a tiny, humanoid figure. Its large, almond-shaped eyes blinked up at her in fear and confusion. "It's okay," Sarah said softly, but she knew the alien couldn't understand. She held out her hand slowly. "We're here to help." The alien hesitated, then reached out with a delicate, six-fingered hand. As it emerged into the harsh light, Sarah was struck by how small and fragile it looked. Standing fully upright, the alien barely reached her knee. Its skin had a soft, lavender hue, and a fine, downy fur covered its body. Sarah gently lifted the alien, cradling it against her chest. Its eyes widened as it took in Sarah's comparatively massive form. A series of musical chirps and whistles emanated from its throat. "I can't believe it's so big," Amit exclaimed, rushing over to examine their newfound guest. "The size difference is remarkable." The alien continued to stare up at Sarah in apparent awe, reaching out to touch her helmet with trembling fingers. Despite the language barrier, Sarah sensed a profound connection forming. This tiny being represented a monumental shift in human history, yet in this moment, it was simply a frightened survivor in need of compassion. "Let's get her back to the ship," Sarah said, her protective instincts kicking in. "She needs medical attention." As they made their way back to the lunar lander, Sarah's mind raced with the implications of their discovery. How would humanity react? What mysteries and wonders might this alien civilization hold? One thing was certain, nothing would ever be the same again. The journey back to Earth was tense but uneventful. The alien, whom they had started calling Zira, based on a sound she repeatedly made, remained calm throughout the flight. She seemed particularly fascinated by the view of Earth growing larger in the ship's viewport, chirping excitedly and pointing with her tiny hands. Upon landing, they were immediately whisked away to a secure facility. Sarah watched as Zira was carefully examined by a team of doctors and scientists, all of whom seemed just as awestruck by her as Sarah had been. Despite the clinical setting, Sarah was impressed by how gentle and respectful the team remained. As the initial tests concluded, Sarah was finally allowed to approach Zira again. The alien's face lit up with recognition, and she reached out her arms in a gesture that seemed universal, a request to be held. Sarah carefully lifted Zira, marveling again at how light and delicate she felt. Zira nestled against her, seemingly comforted by Sarah's presence despite their vast differences. "I know you probably can't understand me," Sarah said softly, "but I promise we'll do everything we can to help you and learn from you." "You're safe here." As if in response, Zira let out a series of gentle chirps and nuzzled closer. In that moment, Sarah knew that her life's mission had changed. She would be this alien's protector and ambassador, bridging the gap between their two worlds. The days that followed were a whirlwind of debriefings, tests, and attempts at communication. Zira proved to be highly intelligent, quickly grasping basic human concepts and even beginning to mimic simple words. Her wonderment at human technology and size never seemed to fade. One afternoon, as Sarah was showing Zira around the facility's garden, a space designed to help the alien acclimate to Earth's environment, Zira suddenly froze. She pointed urgently at the sky, letting out a series of rapid chirps. Sarah looked up, squinting against the sun. At first, she saw nothing. Then, a tiny pinprick of light caught her eye, a light moving far too fast to be a normal aircraft. Her blood ran cold as realization dawned. Zira's people had come looking for her, and judging by the size of the approaching ship, they were not nearly as small as Zira. The peace they had found was about to be shattered. Humanity's true first contact was imminent, and Sarah knew she would be at the center of it all. With Zira clutching tightly to her arm, Sarah took a deep breath and prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As the alien ship drew closer, its massive size became apparent. It dwarfed even the largest human spacecraft, casting an ominous shadow over the facility. Sarah's training kicked in as alarms began to blare. She scooped up Zira and ran for the nearest secure bunker, her mind racing with possible scenarios. Inside the bunker, chaos reigned as military personnel and scientists scrambled to formulate a response. Amid the frenzy, Sarah felt a tug on her sleeve. She looked down to see Zira, her large eyes filled with a mix of fear and determination. The alien pointed to herself, then to the ceiling, and made a series of urgent chirps. "I think she wants to communicate with them," Dr. Patel said, watching the exchange. "She might be our best chance at peaceful contact." Sarah hesitated. Every instinct told her to protect Zira, to keep her safely hidden away. But she also knew that this moment could define the future of human-alien relations. With a deep breath, she nodded. "All right, but we do this carefully. I'm not letting her out of my sight." As they emerged from the bunker, the alien ship had settled into a hover directly above the facility. A brilliant beam of light shot down from its underside, and a figure began to descend. Sarah's jaw dropped as the alien came into view. Unlike the diminutive Zira, this being was enormous, easily 15 feet tall, with a muscular build that made it look capable of crushing a car with its bare hands. Zira let out an excited trill and wriggled in Sarah's arms. Before anyone could stop her, she had leaped to the ground and was running towards the towering alien. Sarah's heart leaped into her throat, but she forced herself to remain calm. This was Zira's people. Surely they wouldn't harm her. The giant alien knelt as Zira approached, its features softening in what Sarah interpreted as relief. They embraced, and a melodious series of chirps and whistles filled the air. Then, to everyone's surprise, Zira turned and gestured emphatically towards Sarah and the other humans. The large alien stood, its gaze sweeping over the assembled humans. Sarah stepped forward, her heart pounding but her voice steady. "Welcome to Earth," she said, hoping her tone would convey peace even if her words weren't understood. "We mean you no harm. We've been caring for Zira since we found her." The alien tilted its head, studying Sarah intently. Then, in heavily accented but understandable English, it spoke. "We thank you for protecting our young one. I am Commander Vex of the Galactic Confederation. We have much to discuss." Sarah's mind reeled. They could speak English. The implications were staggering. As if reading her thoughts, Vex continued. "We have been observing your world for some time. Zira's crash was unintended, but perhaps it has opened a door that was meant to be opened." Over the next few hours, a tentative dialogue was established. Sarah learned that Zira was not a child, as they had assumed, but a young adult of her species. The size difference between Zera's people and Vex's was as surprising to the aliens as it was to the humans. They came from different worlds within the Confederation, only recently becoming aware of each other's existence. As translators worked to improve communication, Sarah found herself acting as a bridge between the species. Zera trusted her implicitly, and that trust seemed to extend to Vex and the other aliens. Likewise, Sarah's calm leadership helped soothe the fears of her fellow humans. The day wore on, filled with tense negotiations and incredible revelations. The Galactic Confederation, it turned out, had been watching Earth for centuries, waiting for humanity to reach a point where contact could be safely established. Zera's crash had accelerated their timeline, but they were prepared to offer Earth membership in their interstellar community. As night fell, Sarah stood outside the facility, gazing up at the stars. Zera perched on her shoulder, while Vex towered beside them. The scene was surreal, yet filled with hope. "You know," Sarah said, "all my life I dreamed of this moment. First contact. Proof that we're not alone. But I never imagined it quite like this." Vex rumbled what might have been a laugh. "The universe is full of surprises, Captain Chen. Your kind has much to learn, but also much to teach. Together, we'll explore wonders beyond imagining." Zera chirped happily, nuzzling against Sarah's cheek. In that moment, despite the challenges that lay ahead, Sarah felt a profound sense of optimism. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, and she would be there to help guide the way. As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Sarah knew that a new era was beginning, not just for Earth, but for all the diverse beings of the cosmos. The future, vast and uncertain as the stars themselves, awaited. Cosmic Classroom. The holographic display flickered to life, filling the room with a stunning 3D model of the Milky Way galaxy. Zera, the tiny alien, floated gracefully through the projection, her lavender fur glowing softly in the ethereal light. Captain Sarah Chen watched in awe as that extraterrestrial guest effortlessly manipulated the galactic map with mere gestures. "Incredible," Sarah breathed. "It's like she's conducting a cosmic symphony." Dr. Amit Patel nodded, furiously taking notes. "Her species' natural ability to interface with technology is light years beyond our own. It's as if their biology evolved alongside advanced computing." Zera chirped excitedly, zooming in on a particular star system. The hologram shifted, revealing a breathtaking alien world, Zera's home planet. Lush purple vegetation covered the landscape, while creatures that defied earthly imagination soared through skies streaked with auroras. "Eden 7, Zera said in her high-pitched, musical voice. She had picked up bits of English with remarkable speed, though complex communications still relied heavily on the translation devices provided by Commander Vex. Sarah stepped closer, marveling at the alien landscape. "It's beautiful, Zera. Thank you for sharing this with us." As they explored the holographic wonders of Zera's home, Sarah couldn't help but reflect on the whirlwind of events that had brought them to this moment. In the weeks since first contact, Earth had been thrust into a crash course on galactic civilization. The revelation of a vast, interconnected cosmic community had sent shockwaves through human society. Governments scrambled to adapt, economies fluctuated wildly, and religious institutions grappled with the theological implications. Yet amidst the chaos, a newfound sense of unity emerged. Humanity, faced with the vastness of the universe, began to see their earthly divisions as increasingly trivial. Sarah's role had evolved from military captain to Earth's primary liaison with the Galactic Confederation. Her unique bond with Zera made her the ideal bridge between worlds. Together, they had become the faces of this new era of human-alien cooperation. "Zera," Sarah asked, her curiosity piqued by the holographic display, "can you show us more about your people's technology? Specifically, how you achieve faster-than-light travel?" Zera's large eyes sparkled with excitement. With a series of graceful movements, she manipulated the hologram once more. The room was suddenly filled with complex, multi-dimensional equations and diagrams that seemed to bend the very fabric of space-time. Dr. Patel's jaw dropped. My God, it's beautiful. Sarah, do you realize what this means? With this knowledge, we could revolutionize our understanding of physics. As they delved deeper into the intricacies of alien science, a notification chimed softly. Sarah glanced at her comm device and sighed. I'm sorry, but we'll have to cut this short. The United Nations Security Council is convening an emergency session. They want updates on our progress. Zira looked up at Sarah, her expression a mix of concern and curiosity. Humans, still afraid? She asked in her halting English. Sarah knelt down, placing a gentle hand on Zira's shoulder. Some are, yes. Change is scary, especially when it's this big. But that's why our work is so important. We're building bridges, Zira, between worlds, between species. As they prepared to leave the holographic chamber, alarms suddenly blared throughout the facility. Red warning lights bathed the room in an ominous glow. What's happening? Dr. Patel shouted over the noise. Sarah's training kicked in as she quickly accessed the security feed. Her blood ran cold as she saw the images on the screen. A group of heavily armed individuals had breached the perimeter, their intentions clearly hostile. We've got infiltrators, Sarah announced, her voice calm but urgent. Looks like some kind of extremist group. They're after Zira. Fear flashed in the alien's large eyes, but it was quickly replaced by determination. Zira placed her tiny hand in Sarah's. We face together, she said firmly. Sarah nodded, a plan already forming in her mind. Initiate Protocol Omega. Lock down all sensitive data and alert Commander Vex. Zira and I will head for the secure bunker. As they raced through the facility's winding corridors, the sound of gunfire echoed in the distance. Sarah's mind raced. Who were these attackers? Anti-alien extremists? Corporate spies after advanced technology? Or something even more sinister? They rounded a corner and came face to face with three masked intruders. Sarah reacted instantly, her combat training taking over. In a flurry of precise strikes, she disarmed and incapacitated two of the attackers. But the third raised his weapon, taking aim at the vulnerable Zira. Time seemed to slow. Sarah lunged, shielding Zira with her body. She braced for the impact of the bullet, but it never came. Instead, a shimmering energy field materialized around them, deflecting the projectile harmlessly away. Sarah looked down in shock to see Zira's hands glowing with an ethereal light. The tiny alien's face was scrunched in concentration as she maintained the protective barrier. Zira, Sarah gasped, you never told us you could do that. A small, mischievous smile played at Zira's lips. Much to learn, both sides, she said. As security forces finally arrived to apprehend the remaining attacker, Sarah realized that this incident would change everything. The attempted abduction would need to be addressed publicly, forcing humanity to confront both its fears and its potential. But as she looked at Zira, still maintaining the miraculous energy shield, Sarah felt a renewed sense of hope. Together, they had faced this threat, and together, humans and aliens alike, they would forge a path to a brighter cosmic future. The fallout from the attack would shape the days to come, but for now, in this moment of shared triumph, Sarah allowed herself to imagine the wonders that awaited them among the stars. The journey would be challenging, but with allies like Zira, humanity was ready to take its first bold steps into the galactic community. Galactic diplomacy unleash. The massive holographic chamber hummed to life, its walls transforming into a star-studded vista of the Milky Way. Captain Sarah Chen stood at the center, her heart racing as she prepared to address the most diverse audience in human history. Beside her, Zira floated serenely in a specially designed anti-gravity suit, her tiny form a stark contrast to the grandiosity of the setting. Deep breaths, Sarah, Zira chirped encouragingly, her mastery of English improving daily. You've got this. Sarah nodded, squaring her shoulders as the transmission went live. Billions of beings across thousands of worlds tuned in, their curiosity piqued by Earth's unexpected entrance onto the galactic stage. "Greetings, citizens of the cosmos," Sarah began, her voice steady despite her nerves. "I am Captain Sarah Chen of Earth, and beside me is Zira, whose unexpected arrival on our world has catalyzed a new era of interstellar cooperation." As Sarah spoke, the holographic display shifted, showcasing Earth's rapid technological advancements since first contact. Fusion reactors powered by alien tech lit up cities with clean energy. Replicators solved world hunger overnight. Medipods cured diseases once thought terminal. "Humanity stands ready to join the galactic community," Sarah continued. "We offer our unique perspective, our insatiable curiosity, and our indomitable spirit. In return, we seek knowledge, friendship, and a chance to contribute to the cosmic tapestry." Zira took over, her melodic voice translating seamlessly across 1,000 alien languages. "I have lived among humans," she said, her large eyes sparkling. "They are young, yes, but their potential is limitless. Their art moves me to tears. Their music makes my heart sing. Their love for one another, despite their differences, gives me hope for the future of this galaxy." As Zira spoke, the hologram displayed scenes from Earth. Children of all races playing together, scientists collaborating on groundbreaking discoveries, everyday acts of kindness that highlighted humanity's best qualities. Suddenly, the transmission crackled with interference. The serene cosmic backdrop glitched, replaced by a menacing figure cloaked in shadow. "Nay, fools," a distorted voice boomed. "You think the galaxy welcomes you with open arms? There are forces at work beyond your comprehension. The eternal void hungers, and Earth is but an appetizer in its cosmic feast." Sarah's blood ran cold, but she maintained her composure. "Whoever you are, know this: humanity does not bow to threats. We've overcome our own demons, and will face whatever challenges the universe throws our way." Zira raised her tiny hands, pulsing with ethereal energy. The malevolent transmission shattered like glass, dispelled by her mysterious powers. "Apologies for the interruption," Sarah said smoothly, addressing the stunned galactic audience. "It seems not everyone appreciates new players on the cosmic stage. But let this serve as a demonstration of humanity's resilience and our commitment to standing against any threat, no matter how vast." The holographic chamber erupted in a cacophony of alien cheers and approvals. Beings across the galaxy, impressed by Earth's poise under pressure, signaled their support for humanity's inclusion in the greater galactic community. As the transmission ended, Sarah let out a shaky breath. "That was intense," she said, turning to Zira. "Any idea who our shadowy friend was?" Zira's expression was grave. "The eternal void is no mere bogeyman, Sarah. It's an ancient force that consumes entire civilizations. But its mention here, now, this changes everything." Before Sarah could press for more details, alarms blared throughout the facility. Dr. Patel's voice came through the comm system, panic evident in his tone. "Sarah, Zira, you need to see this. Something massive just appeared in orbit around Jupiter. It's like nothing we've ever seen." They rushed to the observatory, where a colossal structure loomed on the view screens. It resembled a mechanical lotus flower, its petals slowly unfurling to reveal a swirling vortex of dark energy at its core. By the cosmic winds, Zira whispered, her tiny form trembling. "It's a void gate. They're here." Sarah's mind raced. Earth had barely taken its first steps into the galactic community, and already they faced a threat of unimaginable proportions. But as she looked at Zira, at the determination in her alien friend's eyes, Sarah felt a surge of hope. "Well," she said, a hint of a smile playing at her lips, "I guess humanity's going to get a crash course in cosmic conflict resolution. Zira, what do you say we show this eternal void that Earth's not on the menu?" Zira's answering chirp was filled with fierce loyalty. Together, she said firmly. As klaxons sounded and the facility erupted into organized chaos, Sarah knew that the real challenge was just beginning. Humanity's first galactic war loomed on the horizon, with Earth as the unlikely linchpin in the struggle against an ancient, insatiable evil. But with allies like Zira, advanced technology beyond their wildest dreams, and the indomitable human spirit, Sarah believed they stood a fighting chance. The cosmos had dealt them an unexpected hand, and now it was time to play it for all it was worth. Little did they know, the coming conflict would reshape not just Earth, but the very fabric of the galaxy itself. Quantum Uprising. The massive void gate loomed over Jupiter, its swirling dark energy casting an ominous shadow across the solar system. But on Earth, a revolution was brewing, one that would challenge the very nature of reality itself. Captain Sarah Chen stood before a dizzying array of holographic displays, each showing a different facet of Earth's unprecedented mobilization. Zira floated nearby, her tiny form illuminated by the ethereal glow of alien technology. "Status report," Sarah commanded, her voice steady despite the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. Dr. Amit Patel's excited voice crackled through the comm. "Captain, you're not going to believe this. We've done it. Project Quantum Nexus is online." A cheer went up through the command center. Sarah allowed herself a small smile. "Show me," she said. The main view screen flickered to life, revealing a sight that would have been impossible mere months ago. A massive structure stood in the Antarctic wastes, its crystalline spires pulsing with otherworldly energy. At its heart, a swirling vortex of pure possibility, the world's first stable quantum gateway. "It's beautiful," Zira chirped, her large eyes reflecting the miraculous sight. "And our secret weapon against the void," Sarah added. "Amit, begin phase Omega." Across the globe, similar structures hummed to life. The quantum network spread like a web, connecting every corner of the planet in a lattice of infinite potential. Humanity had unlocked the power to manipulate reality itself. Suddenly, alarms blared. The void gate above Jupiter pulsed ominously, disgorging a flood of nightmarish entities. Tendrils of pure darkness reached across space, hungering for Earth's vibrant life force. "They're here," Zira said, her tiny form trembling. "The devourers of worlds." Sarah's jaw set with determination. "Then it's time to show them what humanity is made of. Initiate Operation Cosmic Firewall." Around the globe, millions of volunteers linked minds with the quantum network. Their collective consciousness surged through the system, fueled by humanity's boundless imagination and indomitable will. A shimmering barrier of pure thought materialized around Earth, iridescent and ever-shifting. The void's tendrils recoiled as if burned, unable to penetrate the psychic shield. "It's working," Amit exclaimed. "The quantum field is amplifying our mental energy, creating a barrier the void can't comprehend." But the victory was short-lived. A bone-chilling laugh echoed through every communication channel, every quantum link. A figure materialized in the command center, the same shadowy entity that had interrupted their galactic broadcast. "Clever little apes," the being sneered, its form shifting and roiling like smoke. "But did you really think your infantile grasp of quantum mechanics could stop the inevitable? The void hunges, and it will not be denied." With a gesture, the entity sent a pulse of dark energy through the quantum network. Screams echoed across the psychic link as millions of minds recoiled in agony. Sarah gritted her teeth against the psychic assault. "Who are you?" she demanded. "What do you want?" The being's laughter grew louder. "I am Null, the voice of the void, and what I want, little human, is everything. Your world, your species, your very essence, all will be consumed to fuel the eternal hunger." Zira suddenly floated forward, her tiny form glowing with an inner light. "You forget, Null," she said, her voice ringing with unexpected power. "That humanity does not stand alone." With a gesture, Zira opened a new quantum channel. Suddenly, the psychic network was flooded with alien consciousnesses. billions of minds from across the galaxy joining their thoughts with humanity's. The Galactic Confederation stands with Earth, Zira proclaimed. Together, we defy the void. The combined mental energy of 1,000 species surged through the quantum web. Earth's shield blazed brighter than ever, pushing back against the encroaching darkness. Null's form flickered, its confidence shaken. Impossible, it hissed. The void is eternal. It cannot be stopped. Sarah stepped forward, her mind linked with the billions defending Earth. Maybe not, she said, her voice echoing with the strength of countless souls. But it can be challenged, and humanity. We live for a challenge. With a collective psychic push, the allied minds of the galaxy hurled Null back through the void gate. The massive structure shuddered, cracks appearing in its obsidian surface. Now, Sarah shouted, quantum collapse protocol. Dr. Patel slammed his hand down on a glowing panel. The quantum network pulsed, sending a concentrated beam of pure possibility into the heart of the void gate. For a moment, reality itself seemed to hold its breath. Then, with a silent explosion that shook the fabric of spacetime, the void gate imploded. Where Jupiter's angry red storm once raged, a new nebula blossomed, a swirling cloud of cosmic dust and newborn stars. As cheers erupted across the planet and beyond, Sarah turned to Zira. The tiny alien's eyes shimmered with joyful tears. "We did it," Sarah breathed, scarcely believing it herself. Zira nodded, a mischievous smile playing at her lips. "And this is just the beginning." As the adrenaline of battle faded, Sarah realized the profound truth of those words. Humanity had not only survived its trial by fire, it had forged unbreakable bonds with the galactic community. Earth's unique blend of imagination, determination, and adaptability had proven to be the key to facing a threat once thought undefeatable. The quantum network hummed with possibility, connecting Earth to the vast wonders of the cosmos. And at the heart of it all stood an unlikely duo, a human captain and a tiny alien, their friendship a testament to the power of unity in the face of cosmic terror. As the first light of a new dawn broke over a changed Earth, Sarah knew that the real adventure was just beginning. The stars beckoned, full of mysteries to unravel and wonders to explore, and humanity, tempered by cosmic fire, was finally ready to take its place among them. Cosmic Renaissance. The quantum hologram flickered to life, filling the United Nations chamber with a breathtaking vista of the transformed solar system. Where Jupiter once stood, a newborn nebula shimmered, its swirling gases forming shapes that seemed to dance with life and possibility. Captain Sarah Chen stood at the podium, Zira hovering beside her in an anti-gravity bubble. The eyes of the world, and countless alien civilizations across the galaxy, were upon them. "My fellow citizens of Earth and honored guests from across the cosmos," Sarah began, her voice steady and clear. "We stand at the dawn of a new era, the quantum renaissance." The hologram shifted, showcasing the miraculous changes sweeping across the planet. Cities gleamed with crystalline spires that channeled clean, limitless energy. Deserts bloomed with lush vegetation, fed by weather control systems that ended droughts and natural disasters. Hospitals hummed with nanomedical pods that cured diseases once thought incurable. In the face of cosmic terror, humanity didn't just survive, we thrived, Sarah continued. Our victory against the void wasn't just about superior firepower or advanced technology. It was about the power of unity, creativity, and the unquenchable human spirit. Zira chimed in, her melodic voice translating seamlessly across 1,000 alien languages. Earth has proven itself not just as a member of the galactic community, but as a beacon of hope. The quantum renaissance isn't limited to one world, it's spreading across the stars, ushering in an age of unprecedented cooperation and discovery. The hologram expanded, showing alien worlds transformed by Earth's quantum technology. Dying planets rejuvenated, war-torn civilizations finding peace, and long-lost species brought back from the brink of extinction. Suddenly, the transmission flickered. For a heart-stopping moment, Sarah feared another attack by the void. But instead, a new figure materialized, one that drew gasps from the alien delegates. It was a being of pure energy, its form constantly shifting between geometric patterns of impossible complexity. When it spoke, its voice resonated not just through the air, but through the very fabric of reality. "Greetings, children of the cosmos," the entity said. "I am the architect, keeper of universal constants. Your recent actions have intrigued us." Sarah's mind reeled. She'd heard whispers of the architects. Supposedly, they were the first beings to achieve sentience in the universe, ascending to a higher plane of existence eons ago. "Great architect," Sarah said, bowing slightly. "We're honored by your presence. How may we assist you?" The architect's form shimmered. "Assist us?" "Oh, my dear, you misunderstand. We're here to assist you." With a gesture, the architect expanded the holographic display. The entire observable universe stretched out before them, but with new mind-bending additions. Branching timelines, parallel dimensions, and layers of reality previously hidden from view. "Your quantum renaissance has rippled across the multiverse," the architect explained. "You've unlocked potential that most species take billions of years to discover, if they discover it at all. We believe you're ready for the next step in cosmic evolution." Zira floated forward, her tiny form dwarfed by the cosmic display. "What step is that?" she asked, her voice filled with wonder. The architect's form coalesced into something almost humanoid. "To join us as cosmic cultivators, to help shape the very nature of reality itself." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of excited chatter. Sarah's mind spun with the implications. "But we're so young," she said. "Surely there are more advanced civilizations worthy of such an honor." "Youth is precisely why we've chosen you," the architect replied. "Your species possesses a unique blend of imagination, adaptability, and determination. You see possibilities where others see only obstacles. Combined with the wisdom of allies like Zira's people, you have the potential to usher in a new age of cosmic harmony." The holographic display shifted once more, showing glimpses of futures too wondrous to fully comprehend. Dyson spheres harnessing the power of suns, galaxies linked by quantum tunnels, and new forms of life birthed from the fabric of space-time itself. "The choice, of course, is yours," the architect said. "Will humanity accept its role as shepherds of a new cosmic order?" Sarah looked at Zira, seeing her own mix of excitement and trepidation mirrored in her alien friend's eyes. She thought of all humanity had accomplished in the short time since first contact, the challenges overcome, the wonders unlocked, the bonds forged across the stars. With a deep breath, Sarah turned back to the architect. "On behalf of Earth and our allies in the galactic community, we accept your offer. We're ready to take the next step in our cosmic journey." The architect's form blazed with approval. "Then let the great work begin." As the chamber erupted in cheers and the quantum network hummed with excitement, Sarah felt a profound sense of destiny. Humanity had not only found its place among the stars, it had become a driving force in shaping the very future of the cosmos. Zira floated up to eye level with Sarah, her tiny hand reaching out. Sarah took it, marveling at how far they'd come since that fateful night in the lunar desert. "Ready for our next big adventure?" Zira chirped, her eyes twinkling with mischief and wonder. Sarah grinned. "Always." As the quantum hologram expanded to encompass the chamber, transporting the assembled delegates to a higher plane of existence, Sarah knew that the true voyage was just beginning. The cosmos stretched out before them, infinite in its possibility, waiting to be explored, understood, and shaped by human hands and alien minds working in perfect harmony. The quantum renaissance had begun, and with it, a new chapter in the grand story of the universe itself.